dzień dobry, Krypto Polska, kryptoekipa on tour, Solana Crossroads, Stambuł. Zaczynamy. 2 dni niesamowitej konferencji, która integruje całą społeczność Solany, cała masa projektów. Będziemy tutaj z Wami, damy relacje, damy wywiady, zapraszamy serdecznie. Zaszliśmy na kebaba, w ogóle to jest dziwny takim naleśniku, ale co najlepsze, patrzymy na lodówkę, zero browara. Myślimy, nie będzie. Młody przyszedł, syn właściciela, potem się okazało, zamówiliśmy 3 piwka, mówię, nie ma problemu. Poszedł do sklepu, przyniósł w reklamówce i razy 4 nas zmorzował. I tak się robi biznes. Zarabiajcie.
Patrykowi aż się ręka trzęsie, bo to pan Marca.
Tak jest. Co, jesteśmy w Turcji, panowie się strzygą. No i co? Jutro konferencja. Jak? Jak nowonarodzony.
Ja bym to powiedział, że nie dotykaj góry. Człowiek zrelaksowany, to wie, że nowe partnerstwa same się pchają.
Jak coś, sprawdźcie opis tego filmu, podrzucimy reflinka.
Patryk skończył sklepu i pójdziemy na godzinę, się przyspimy, dobra?
Dobra.
Zdrowie panowie.
Zdrowie.
Hello guys, we are in Istanbul.
Hey.
Solana Crossroads with me, Kast from Jupiter.
That's right.
How are you?
Doing all right, brother. How about yourself?
Okay. Why Solana? Why Jupiter choose Solana?
Solana, there was no other choice. Certainly in the early days, there was no other place that we could do the types of things that we wanted to do besides Solana. At that time, Jupiter is about 4 years old now. So at that time, you know, Ethereum, you're paying, what, $17,000 per transaction or something like that. They only really have 1 or 2 dexes on it. So it was only the type of future that we envisioned, where all assets, whether they're crypto native assets, real world assets, or new assets that we haven't even thought of, can trade in one single global unified market, was only ever going to be possible on Solana. There was no other technical infrastructure that could support the vision that we wanted to create out. So it was an easy decision.
Yeah, I agree. What, if you will say to Polish people what Jupiter doing, what value they bring to Solana?
Yeah, so I would say that Jupiter, should I look at you or at the camera, by the way? I'll just look at you then. Yeah, you got a nice face. I'll just stay over here.
Oh, thanks.
So Jupiter is building the DeFi super app. A lot of people know us as the DEX aggregator, right? The place you go to swap tokens. But we're so much more than that now. So in addition to having the most used spot trading experience, we also have the most used perps trading experience. We also have a top 3 wallet. We have a portfolio tool that is just killer that allows you to find free money on chain for free, and a bunch of other products as well. So when I think about Jupiter and really what it means and the value it creates, it's a single trusted brand where you can do basically everything that you'd want to do on chain. Every week and every month, we're adding more opportunities of what you can do. But the simplest way I can put it, lowest possible fees. Most of our stuff is free. Allows you to do everything that you might want to do on Solana, every single token, as soon as it's created, no matter where it is, whether it's spot, or you can even trade perps for a few of them. And it's trying to be the best community there. That's the most welcoming community that will help you troubleshoot any problems that you have and make sure that you understand crypto and get on board smoothly.
Good. We love Solana. We love Jupiter. We token holders. We voting every single
Nice. You voted on. There's a proposal right now. Did you guys vote?
Yeah, already done. You know,
Excellent.
it's only showing on X. Yeah, we do the voting, read
Like
everything.
The airdrops.
Who doesn't?
Airdrop's good. And anything about the buyback? Because the Jupiter doing the buyback, there will be some time frame for do this for a year, or is a budget for this? How this working?
So indeed, we have we set up there's a third-party entity called the Litterbox Trust that receives 50% of all protocol revenues from Jupiter, and then that entity buys back Jupe. To this point, they've bought about, I think it's about 32 million Jupe, so it's about $15 or $16 million worth of Jupiter tokens at this current price. Obviously, as Jupiter goes up, value goes up as well. And so yeah, there's a nice, we think, alignment that is created here, where the more usage there is of the products, the more the token holders benefit as well, which hopefully gives every token holder an incentive and a reason to go back and push Jupiter products more tightly going forward. The time frame is going to be for 2 years.
2 years.
So I think we started that whole program in February. So it'll be about February 2027 is when we expect that to run out. At that time, perhaps it gets extended, perhaps not, but we're committed to doing it for 2 years, and then we'll kind of figure it out.
Okay. Jupiter is huge project, a lot of going on. How you said before, application, swap, everything. What plan for the future? What more you can do, because you everywhere on Solana.
There's a few more things that we can do. We're not done yet. So we have we are indeed the most integrated protocol. But I think so one very short-term kind of thing that we really want to do is integrate NFTs into everything that we do, right? NFTs as art or as profile collections, we think are important from a cultural perspective, and we want to be there to support that. So soon enough, you'll be able to go to jupe.ag, go from any token, you can go from Trump token into a Retardio profile picture, for example. But we also know that the future of NFTs is not just culture, it's also going to be real world assets. Whether that's things like whiskeys and wines, it might be real estate, it might be convertible bond notes, could be anything. And we know that we need to have NFT support in order to have that global unified market. So right now you can trade every liquid token on Jupiter. Soon enough, you'll be able to trade literally everything through Jupiter, the everything exchange.
Yeah, because the hype on NFT was like, I don't know, year ago, that everywhere was NFT. Everyone talk about the NFT, the prices for NFT was absolutely crazy. But now it's quiet.
It is. I think you see a lot of this in new technologies where they have an initial kind of fun use case, and then it kind of comes back down to earth. And then you find a more durable use case as well. And in my mind, there's an entire world of assets that are not on chain right now. So I said whiskey and wine, but there's many more. You can imagine sneakers, tickets. So all of those kind of assets will get tokenized at some point to get 24/7 global market liquidity behind them. Those are all going to come in likely in the form of NFTs, right? Because one pair of shoes is different from another pair of shoes, for example, or one watch is different from another watch. So you can't use liquid tokens for that. And I think that that is one clear use case for NFTs going forward. I hope that the NFT art market comes back. I hope that there's more culture generated. We'll see. As you say, it's quiet right now, but hopefully it comes back. I know for sure that RWA, that real world assets as NFTs, will be a big deal. And so that's why we know we need to play there.
Thank you very much. Or you have any question, more question?
We do the conference, the biggest conference in Poland.
Oh, nice.
And Jupiter can...
When is it?
There was 2 editions already. Last year, February, and this year already happened. And that was 2,000 people. That was
very nice.
Success.
Yeah, very cool. That's great.
And there was over 30 35 projects. And because we are Crypto Equipa, we most concentrate about the educate the people. And on the main stage was just the education content. Because you're going on some conference or event, and they start selling on the main stage, and people not going to listen the people who sell, just selling, oh my project is the best.
Buy my token, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Makes
Okay.
sense. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure, my guy. Shout out Poland.
Hello.
Hello.
With me, Maki from Solflare.
Yeah. Pleasure to be here with you guys. Fire away. Put me on the spot.
If you can tell us, what is Solflare?
Solflare. Solflare is the first Solana wallet.
Yeah.
Recently, you must have seen us everywhere. We did a new rebrand, new logo. We are the first, the fastest, the safest Solana wallet out there. And we just love that. So that's us in short.
Okay, we are one in Poland which talking about Solana.
Yep.
And we use Solflare, but now I think most people using Phantom.
Okay.
What is the different and why your project is better?
So lately we are now the fastest wallet on Solana.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. A lot of people use even trading bots on Telegram, for example, and they think that's the fastest way. At the moment now, it's not. Solflare is actually faster than trading bots in Telegram. They are a bit faster since kind of everything's there on the pop-up, but when it comes to transaction speeds and kind of processing the transactions, that's now us. As well, during the conjunctions, and sometimes that happens in Solana, right? I would say that definitely by far we are the best, since most of the transactions, a large majority go through. We have something really cool in the back end. Kudos to our team, that they did, and now transactions kind of go better in these times. Luckily, we haven't seen that for some time. But I would say one big thing compared to every other wallet out there on Solana or bigger players, let's call it like that, is that we are Solana focused only. We truly believe that Solana is the future of crypto, of finance, and we dedicated our time to building only on Solana. We're not going cross chains, we're not doing anything else like that. We believe that Solana is the future. So all of our resources, all of our work, our development, our investments go into the Solana. And as our founders say, in 5 years, we made a hedge, we made a bet on that. We'll see who is actually right.
It's really funny because my next question was why Solana, but you already answered that. But we see many people with the yellow t-shirts.
Yeah.
And how many of you on
in the
today?
Team or here? Okay.
Here and the team.
Here we are currently there's a lot of yellow shirts, as you said, here on the event at Crossroads. We have some ambassadors as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a quite large group of ambassadors and our Solflare Guardians, which is a smaller group.
Okay.
And our ambassadors are here as well, so they are wearing yellow shirts, since we consider them an extended hand of Solflare, of preaching around the world about the wallet, and not about the wallet, but about Solana and crypto overall. The team is here at 12 people right now. And when it comes to the scale of the team itself, we are around 90 team members at the moment. We are scaling quite fast. And I would say you will see a yellow shirt, now after the rebrand, a yellow shirt at most, if not all, big events in Solana space.
Okay. Next question, big announcement. Few minutes ago,
Yep.
What that was, because the people don't know yet.
Okay, so the big announcements out there on the main stage was actually Solflare cards, debit cards. And these cards are not as as the guys mentioned on the panel, FTX card, where you had some risks and nobody wants to hold. I would like to say that not a lot of people hold a lot of money on exchanges. But now you will be able to spend your USDC in the beginning directly from your Solflare wallet with our card. There will be a small, as the team mentioned, you'll have your own wallet that you open in the Solflare wallet, which you will do a KYC on. I know people don't like the KYC. Of course, people don't like it, and I know people are against it. But unfortunately, it's not that we can print out our own cards. There's a lot of regulation regarding government and everything else. So you will be able to have a lot of wallets in your wallet, like under your seed phrase, right? You open a new wallet, and only one wallet will be KYC. So that's your credit card or debit card wallet,
and that will be connected with that
card. And that will be connected with that card, and that's it. And that KYC process won't be like waiting a lot, as Mihailo that presented it said. It's going to be faster to do a KYC with us rather than waiting for a bridge to happen if you send money from your hot wallet to an exchange. So it's going to take 3 minutes. After that, you'll be able to get your card inside the wallet that you can add, for example, to your Apple Pay and just pay everywhere around the world in USDC. Cool thing that we also did is if you open a new wallet, as you know, you always have to send some gas on every chain, right? And you have to spend that and kind of always have it. If you don't have it, then it's kind of a bit of an issue. We removed that. So that wallet, the card wallet, will be able to hold USDC and USDC only. And you will spend it without the need of having Sol for transaction fees.
And now you open the whitelist for a card.
Yes.
And the card will be working summer, Europe and UK.
So like, again, the regulation is quite interesting regarding that. So in certain countries, we will have certain numbers of cards that we can issue that will be considered as a test phase. So, but where we are going to push the cards is where the regulators actually allow us and where we pass the threshold of the amount. I think the current amount, but I might be lying in this case, is around 3,000 cards that you can issue, for example, in Turkey before you actually need to register it as a card and then kind of start issuing more and more. So we are doing, the team is actually doing now tests to see from where the whitelists are coming from, so we can focus on these regions and actually deploy the cards in that way. But yeah, UK is definitely going to be one of the markets where cards will be available.
Okay, and what plans for the future?
Oh, this is an interesting one. Like from my own personal way is I'm in charge of the community at Solflare. So not the community like everyone thinks. Let's just kind of chat with people in TG or Discord. My task is to actually build a community around the world regarding Solflare. So there is cool things coming up on that end, and I believe that we will expand the community in the next 2 months and start scaling it a lot faster. I truly believe that by the end of this year, maybe beginning of next year, Solflare community together with like the open community that follow us, with our Guardians community and with our ambassadors, will by far be the strongest community in crypto. So those are big plans, and I can stand behind these words since I believe I believe we have an amazing plan. When it comes to other things, now as you mentioned, the cards is definitely one of the focuses that we are doing. So expanding that, thinking of maybe improving on certain things regarding that cards as well, kind of adding additional benefits to them and why someone should use that card compared to others. Of course, additional features within the wallet itself that I cannot unfortunately share. That's a huge alpha. Every event we are kind of now going to accelerate in what's now like a month from now in New York. So we'll be present there. And of course, we are the main sponsor at Breakpoint this year in Abu Dhabi. So we'll have a huge presence there as well. Last year was epic, and I think we're doing quite well right now. So at Breakpoint, we will definitely leave a mark for everyone that sees us. Let's say it like that.
Hope next year we will see Solflare in Poland on the crypto community event.
like any type of community. Now you know me. Any type of community, anything that you see, you just kind of DM me, and I'll think of something on how to get there, even if I'm alone.
Okay. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Hello, with me, Lizzie from Cudis.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm from Cudis, the COO here in beautiful sunny day in Istanbul. So if for anyone who's not familiar, Cudis is the first smart ring that's built on chain, on Solana. Oh, I have a few here with me.
And what they are, and what if I wear this, what I have.
Yeah,
to wearing
absolutely.
This.
So Cudis is actually more than just a health tracker. Cudis, we're the first longevity protocol.
Okay.
It's really in our white paper. And then within the longevity protocol, there's 3 components to really what we are and that kind of what we believe in. So the first one is, of course, the ring. The ring is, for anyone who's familiar with Aura Ring or Fitbit, this kind of tracker, it basically tracks your vitals, including your heart rate, your steps, your sleep, heart rate variation, etc., and all these other key wellness indicators. And then it gives you insightful data within the app, which is the second part of the component of the longevity protocol. The Cudis Super app, it has an AI coach that you can chat about your vitals. And then there's also a gamification of it, the social element, where you can compete with others. You can take each other accountable, hold each other accountable for completing like steps or completing certain tasks. Through all of this, you can earn points as a way to incentivize our users. So right now the points is just Cudis point. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, but like in the future, soon, it will be like basis for token airdrop for Cudis airdrop.
When you say tomorrow, I was start. Oh, we will.
I was scared. I shouldn't say it.
I'll found the video. Okay, another question, because obviously we on Istanbul, Solana Crossroads. Why Solana?
Solana for us, it's not only just a chain. Like obviously, it's one of the big chains that's super scalable, super fast, and then we trust Solana to handle the health and wellness data for our users. For its ability to quickly allow millions of data points to be on chain without super expensive transaction fees. 2 is really for the community. For anyone who's in the Solana ecosystem, I do believe it's a very positive, encouraging environment. There are a bunch of builders that, like us, like Cudis, like Moonwalk, and a bunch of other projects that's really promoting health, promoting a good lifestyle. So we really like that part about Solana, and Solana, of course, give us a lot of help. So yeah. Okay,
to start using this, what I supposed to do? Go to your website, buy the ring, yeah?
Yeah. So,
and then download the app.
Yeah, so there are a few ways to really become a Cudis user. So the easiest way is you just download the app on Cudis, either on iOS or Android. It's already available since last year. You can integrate with other apps if you're already using like Strava or Garmin, whatever. Or you can simply have a limited use of the app, but still earn points. So that's super straightforward. The second way, which is going to be a ring holder. So you can go to cudis.xyz and really purchase the ring, get your size, and there are exciting options of colors, and choose from there. And then, of course, if you're a developer, you're a researcher, we're in the midst of launching our data marketplace. Where as a researcher, for all the data that we've collected and with users' agreement and approval, the researchers can actually buy the data and build something cool using the data inside.
And what data? We talk about the heart rate, step measure.
Yeah. So
sleep, something else?
Yeah. So we have like the ones you mentioned, all of them. Also heart rate variability. And also stress. Stress, we found, is really a combination, right, of all the metrics that we track. And I found it pretty accurate. Like I was on stage and my stress level was like 80 something. I've never seen it that high, but usually I'm like 40. Anyway, I digress. But that's really a calculating field, but we found it really useful for users. So we also track that. We also track resting heart rate. Yeah.
Okay, and is that collect weekly, and then when it's finished, I can mint the NFT and sell this, yeah?
Exactly. So the data from the ring is measured like all the time, right? And then from the ring to your iPhone or for your app, so whenever you really open the app, there's an automatic connection. The ring itself can store data of like up to 7 days. And then from the app, it goes on chain through the data NFT you mentioned. So right now, I think we optimized the data structure. So it's 2 weeks of worth of data. You can decide, if you do want to mint it on chain or not. And if you decided to mint it, that means it's up for sale. It's your ownership. It has your signature. In the future, if someone is going to purchase that and use it, you're the owner and you will get the royalties.
There was something about the airdrop, okay. Any more plans for near future?
Yes, we just announced today, which is super exciting, that we'll be launching our new NFT collection next month in May. And with that, it will come with a lot of perks. Of course, airdrop will be one of them. And there's also going to be Longevity Hub Pass, which will be really a premium pass for users, for holders, pass holders, to access programs, activities, and a bunch of other exciting things that I won't disclose too much, and a new version of the ring.
Oh.
So that will be something super exciting. We're going to announce more in depth in May.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Wody? Mamy czy nie?
Jest nieźle. Second day of Solana Crossroads. With me, Jesse, UpRock. How you doing?
Great, man.
Great debate.
Yeah, thank you. We just had I was on the panel about onboarding people to Solana, which is awesome.
Yeah, that was really great stuff. Can you please remind Polish people what UpRock doing? Because it's really interesting.
Awesome. Yeah, so UpRock, we're building the world's best rewards program. And it's mobile first. So we are the largest mobile first DePIN on Solana. So today you can make passive income on your mobile device in under 2 minutes. Just install on your Android or iOS, look up UpRock, and you can start earning rewards. We use, how that works is we sell your unused bandwidth in your compute, because your phone's always on, is very powerful, but we make it work for you so you can make passive income. And we use that data to solve big problems around the world for businesses.
Good. Second, that will be easy.
Yeah.
Why Solana?
So I've tried many chains. You know, I've been in crypto for a long time. I tried MetaMask. I tried Phantom Wallet with the F. I tried Near Wallet. And I show all my friends crypto. They ask me how to do it, so I do crash courses. And every single time I show them MetaMask or something else, is always a painful experience. But the Solana wallet, just even onboarding, offboarding, it was the best. Just the transaction fees, the speed, it was just more frictionless. And so when we're thinking about building UpRock, it was just a no-brainer. Like we were thinking, okay, our new users are going to be mostly from Web 2. How are they going to get their tokens out of their, maybe into their bank account or gift card, whatever? That process of onboarding, offboarding needs to be really good. And Solana was just always winning that side. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the wallets on the mobile phones.
Yeah.
They so quick.
Yeah.
The Machi San play on one of the Solana game.
Yeah.
and even 7 years old.
Yeah.
Play games, pay from his wallet,
Yeah.
every single NFT.
Yeah. Yeah.
That will be the biggest collection. Okay, first answer was something about the dipping.
Yes.
Do you think that can be trend next bull market?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we're seeing the most crazy numbers for onboarding because DeepIn, because it's so easy to explain. You know, it's like it's a real device, and everyone knows like whether it's there's smart refrigerators, there's everything's getting smarter with some kind of AI built in. There's robots. Your phone is always on. Everyone buys a phone, and so everyone understands this concept of like, while you're sleeping, let me run this app and you can make some income, pay for one phone bill or pay for your Netflix bill or something. People just love that idea. And it's not just us. So if you look at, just type the words reward program in the App Store or the Play Store, and you'll see the top 10 apps are 50 million installs or more because everyone worldwide wants to try to make some passive income on their phone. And DeepIn is like a really tangible way of doing it. And it's way easier to explain. Install, use the physical device, download the app, then to explain, run a virtual node, or run a Bitcoin node, or run an Ethereum node. That's just too ethereal,
Yeah.
like too confusing. But download the app, easy. Yeah.
Okay, about the worldwide, how many people now using the UpRock?
So we're at close to 3 million installs, 2.65 plus right now. So and it's growing. We get about 10,000 installs per week. And that's all the testament to our really slick onboarding. Like literally I think it's actually under a couple minutes. Like it's just 2 taps. Enter email, tap, you get a magic link, tap. 2 taps, you start earning. Yeah, you have to make it that fast.
Yeah, I heard that in debate. If it's more like 2 taps, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
It's too complicated. Yeah, that is a crypto.
Yeah.
Do you know how many people in Europe or even in Poland using the UpRock, or you not have that data?
It's pretty distributed around the world because we don't target ads to any country right now. But because we're English only right now, it tends to be a lot of European America. But we're surprised, like we do have a lot of users from Vietnam and South Korea and India and Africa, Nigeria. And we don't do in those languages. It's not localized yet. So, but yeah, it's kind of, and it depends too. Sometimes you'll see like if a YouTuber in Poland like just makes some content, we'll see like a really spike there. So it kind of fluctuates, but generally it's a pretty good mix.
Yeah. Okay. What is the plan for future for UpRock?
Okay, so immediate plans, we want to get to 10 million customers worldwide. We have almost 3 right now. And that's a formidable buying power and community because we can negotiate really great deals on behalf of the community with that power. And then second, that's a huge DeepIn network. The huge data engine is going to drive our Prism platform. So we have 3 core products. One is like web crawling for AI. Now there's distributed uptime monitoring. So companies worldwide use tools like Uptime to make sure their websites or the APIs are always up. So like performance testing and DDoS testing. So those are going to be huge. We want to be a world leader in those 3 categories on the SaaS side, and then have the world's best reward program with UpRock.
Really ambition. Yeah. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Thanks. All right. Cheers.
Hello, with me, Bas from Kast.
How you doing, man?
Not too bad. Second day, Solana Crossroads. How was the event?
It's been good. Yeah, I love Istanbul. Last time I was here was about 8 years ago. My wife and I were walking around the city feeding cats. So I didn't do it this time. I've been relatively well behaved, a little bit jet lagged, but yeah, it's been good. Always fun to come to a Solana-focused conference, very consumer-focused, which is good for us being a consumer app. So having lots of fun.
The cats everywhere in Istanbul, I can
lots
tell
of cats.
that.
Lots of cats.
Okay, Kast, that was, I think, first time when I saw your project. Can you tell the Polish people what you're doing?
Yeah, we're building basically a global bank on-chain. So if you think about the problem facing billions of people around the world, they can't access basic banking services, volatile local currencies, inability to have very, very sort of core banking services they deserve. And so people will know us for our card. Today we have kind of a card where you can deposit stable coins across multiple chains, use those stable coins to spend globally in over 150 countries. But more and more we're moving towards trying to be a full bank. So you'll have the card, we'll have a on-chain savings account. We're launching our own stablecoin on Solana, which will be We're doing that for a couple of different reasons. One, we're going to tokenize all of our deposits and you'll see it on chain. And two, we'll also be able to offer a savings product. So if you think about a bank, you have the card account, you have a savings product, and then many other things in the future. So yeah,
lots going on.
Lots going on.
What blockchain are you using?
We're multi-chained.
Multi-chain,
Our stablecoin will launch on Solana, being the fastest and the best network in the world. We're multi-chain in the sense that users can deposit stablecoins. We view the world as a dollar is a dollar. So it doesn't matter what chain it comes from. Any major US dollar stablecoin we accept. And we might try and make that easy for our users. We abstract away all the complexity so that when someone deposits a stablecoin, it appears in their account as USD and they can spend globally.
Okay, because you mentioned something about the card.
Yep.
And we already on the first day, the Solflare,
yep.
They introduced the card.
Yep.
Now it's a many project have the card.
Yep.
It's your card already working or is it whitelisted and people can sign for the card? How?
Yeah,
what
so
stage?
We've been live for about 10 months now. Truly global. Yes, there's lots of card products and I won't talk about any of the others, but yeah, we're kind of about 10 months in, global user base. Many folks love the card. And yeah, I think the card works well. Basically, you pre-fund it. It's in the sense that you kind of deposit, pre-fund the card, and then the card works globally. You can access and spend. People can pay for travel. Here in Istanbul, taking money out of the ATM. It looks and feels and acts like a normal card.
Okay, it's already working. Why is so special to the people will choose the Kast?
Yeah, I think two things. Probably simplicity, where you can get in and get a card within 3 minutes. So you kind of get in very, very light KYC, and within 3 minutes you have a virtual card, deposit stable coins on any network, as I said, and within about 5 minutes you're spending. So I think simplicity and ease is what makes us different. And also our service. We pride ourselves on being able to be responsive in the sense that we are a bank, but you can also speak to a human every time you have a problem and we'll resolve your problem, or at least aim to resolve your problem as quickly as possible. I think our concierge team respond within like a couple of minutes. So I think it's kind of ease, simplicity and service. And then again, moving back towards where we're going is it won't just be a card, right? It will replicate and look like a normal bank, except it'll be purely on-chain.
Yeah, because the last time, I think that was last week or last month, a lot of companies, the crypto companies in America, the United States,
yep.
they thinking because after the
FTX
yep. crash,
yep.
they not be the bank anymore, but now they try be the bank,
yep.
but you already the bank, and you're not worried that will be too many of them on the market?
I don't think so. If you think about the way that like a normal bank works, they take money from depositors, they don't pay them much interest, and then they go and lend to people and charge them lots of interest. We're not a bank in that sense. We're 100% backed and fully reserved cash. So all of our cash, when people deposit money, will be completely visible on chain. And so kind of we take the thesis of being crypto native, but trying to bring that to the banking world. So I think that's what separates us, is that we're not playing the lending game. We will offer some DeFi options in a kind of a wallet version of our app, which will be non-custodial. Today we're custodial and permission.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're a little bit different than most of the other players.
What plans for the near future?
Yeah, so it's a pretty stacked roadmap over the next kind of 6 months. So we've kind of got the card, launching our stablecoin on Solana for tokenizing our deposits. That will enable our savings product. So you'll be able to press a button and earn interest on your savings like you would in a normal bank. And then we're building more of a kind of non-custodial version. So right now we're permissioned, you have to do KYC, but we'll offer kind of a stablecoin banking wallet service, which will have the ability to access more DeFi options, kind of safe DeFi options. And so we're kind of bridging both the kind of pure crypto world, making DeFi more available, but also, bridging the gap between traditional fiat and accessing the fiat world when you need to. So
yeah, that's great, because we need to put more people to the Web3.
Exactly. Yep,
okay,
exactly.
Thank you very much.
No
Good
worries,
luck.
man. Nice to meet you. Thank
Cheers.
you.
Solana Crossroads, czas na prezentację nowych projektów z ekosystemu Solana. Ze mną Piotr, Chatoshi AI, nazwa trafiona.
Dzięki, cześć wszystkim, zgadza się, jestem Piotrek, tutaj reprezentuję dzisiaj Chatoshi AI. Próbujemy tutaj zrobić rewolucję w sposób, w jaki ludzie będą w ogóle mieć interakcję z contentem, z researchem, z sprawdzaniem, co się dzieje w świecie Web3 w internecie. To jest nasz cel.
Dobry branding w ogóle, chyba jedne z fajniejszych gadżetów w Polsce. Nie widziałem, żeby ktoś w ogóle maski robił. Będąc przy waszym stoisku, patrząc na to, czym się zajmujecie, no to tak jakby widać, że są tutaj dwa produkty. Mamy Chatoshi AI aplikację. Rozumiem, że to jest agent, więc pierwsze pytanie, jak to w ogóle działa na ten moment, na jakim jest w ogóle etapie?
Pewnie. Więc ja często mówię tutaj wszystkim osobom, co pytają się mnie takie pytanie, w pigułce to jest coś, co wszyscy chcieli, żeby ChatGPT tym był. To była nadzieja na ChatGPT, gdzie zamiast robić takiego prostego web searchu, patrzeć po kilku artykułach w internecie i trzymać kciuki, że akurat trafi na coś, co odpowie na wasze pytania, my skupiamy się na zebraniu dużej liczbie danych z różnych, powiedzmy, streamów, z różnych miejsc, jakby na czyszczeniu ich, zrobieniu różnych transformacji oraz dawaniu później tych informacji ludziom w różnych, powiedzmy, właśnie jakby to grafach, zdjęciach i innych. Więc tak, to jest tak jakby największy punkt. No, może tak na razie to powiem.
Okej, patrząc tak naprawdę to, co teraz się dzieje, to tych agentów jest bardzo dużo. W tej hoście w ogóle agenci to był taki mocny trend, ale bardzo szybko gdzieś tam wygasł, nie? Myślisz, że to jest jakaś przyszłość i że rzeczywiście to jest coś, co z nami zostanie? No bo sporo mieliśmy trendów, które wiesz, miesiąc, dwa, półtora gdzieś tam się kończyły. Też tak jak mówię, na samej Solanie, bo wy na Solanie, rozumiem, budujecie.
My jesteśmy, mogę powiedzieć, na czym się skupiamy na Solanie, ale generalnie robimy wszystkie chainy.
Czyli jesteście multi-chainowi. No ale gdzieś tam ze sporo tych agentów już zakończyło żywot albo nie wystartowało. Rozumiem, że według was to jest taki trend, który zostanie i rzeczywiście ludzie będą tego używać.
Tak, więc nasza firma, mamy dwie jakby współpracujące ze sobą firmy. Mamy firmę, która skupia się na AI, mamy dziedzinę ekspertów, właśnie inżynierów, w tym mnie z branży AI, gdzie budowaliśmy LLM-y i związane z tą technologię, zanim ChatGPT opublikował się światu. I współpracujemy z firmą Web3, żeby stworzyć właśnie ten czat. Więc to nie jest tylko tak, że budujemy pojedynczych agentów. Nasz cel to jest zbudować całą architekturę, gdzie wygląda bardzo podobnie do czatu GPT. Formuła używania tego właśnie z okienkiem na dole, gdzie piszemy pytania i mamy konwersację, jest bardzo podobna, jest coś, do czego ludzie już się powoli przyzwyczajają, ale właśnie pobiera dane, których przygotowaliśmy, które są z social media, z Twittera, Telegrama, z YouTube'a, z artykułów różnych i naukowych, jakby z prasy, z market data, mamy całe wszystkie jakby historyczne ceny i jakby dane o różnych tokenach oraz głównie on-chain. Więc to jest coś, co jakby skupiamy się w tej chwili na Solanie, gdzie my mamy kilka poziomów naszych jakby systemów. Po pierwsze jest poziom informacyjny, gdzie można się zapytać o różne rzeczy związane właśnie z projektami, z Twitterem, co ludzie mówią, co ludzie rozmawiają, ile jest powiedzmy tutaj konwersacji i tak dalej. Drugi poziom jest właśnie jakby takiej analizy, gdzie można mówić konkretnie, czy dzisiaj ludzie mówią więcej o Solanie w porównaniu do wczoraj. Czy jest głównie pozytywny do tego sentyment, czy jest gorszy, czy co się dzieje z marketem, jaka jest tutaj analiza właśnie powiedzmy grafu w porównaniu do jakby z różnych tokenów, a zarazem następny krok to będzie właśnie jakaś egzekucja, której na razie chcemy mieć dobrze pierwsze dwie części, zanim będziemy tutaj pozwalać ludziom robić trading z naszej strony. Więc na Solanie się skupiamy, ponieważ to będzie pierwszy jakby blok, który w pełni ściągnęliśmy, transformujemy go, przerabiamy, przygotowujemy całe te dane, że ludzie mogą zadawać dowolne pytania praktycznie, co im przyjdą do głowy na temat tego bloku. Nie wiem, jakie jest tutaj jakiś zbotowana aktywność z jakiegoś konkretnego liquidity pool w konkretnym przedziale czasowym. Więc cel jest taki, że właśnie budujemy pojedyncze podsystemy, które są w stanie mieć interakcję z bardzo skomplikowanymi typami danych, tak? Czy to są najróżniejsze teksty i posty z Twittera, czy to są całe jakby market data z wszystkich blockchainów, czy to jest właśnie właśnie konkretny blockchain transformowany i przygotowany do takich rzeczy. Więc to jest dużo flexibility. Uważamy, że technologia jest w idealnym miejscu, żeby budować właśnie tego typu produkty.
No właśnie to, co na pewno mnie zainteresowało, to ten Twitter, bo nie ma co ukrywać, szczególnie w tym cyklu widać, że Twitter jest tym numerem 1 i szybki, zanim ktoś nagra coś na YouTube'a, no to tak naprawdę na Twitterze można poinformować czy społeczność od razu, więc zobaczymy, jak to będzie działać. Dochodzi czasami tak, jak rozmawiamy z ludźmi, że ludzie potrafią 2-3 godziny na Twitterze werbować, więc jeżeli to miałoby być narzędzie, które pod konkretny temat ułatwi to i da taką pigułę, no to mega, więc chętnie przetestuję i zobaczę,
Zgadzam
jak to
się,
działa.
bardzo polecam. Pierwszego dnia właśnie zastanawiałem się, jakie tutaj pytania pokazywać ludziom jako eksperyment, więc co ja wpisuję każdego rano w nasz system, wpisuję, co tam nowego o Trumpie.
Na przykład, no.
I co? I wczoraj rano wyskakuje właśnie pierwsza rzecz, że nowe tutaj artykuły z prasy są, że próbował robić nowe deale z Chinami, co zostało de facto sfact-checkowane, że to w zasadzie ktoś tam ściemnia i wcale nie jest prawda. Druga rzecz, i to było generalnie znak jakby artykułów, które mieliśmy przygotowane. Druga część z kolei mówiła o Twitterze, która mówiła, że już tam, nie wiem, pół godziny temu wszyscy ludzie mówią o tym, że najwięksi holderzy, 25 holderów będą mieli z nim kolację prywatną. Więc ja już od razu jakby wiedziałem, byłem gotowy, że to będzie super rzecz. Generalnie Twitter my mamy w około 3-5 minut od powiedzmy publikacji. I na razie też jakby rozbudowujemy to. Mamy póki co, wspieramy około 500-600 kont i jakby wszystko, z czym oni mają interakcję. Dlatego, że na Twitterze, a zwłaszcza w krypto, jest bardzo dużo impersonacji, botów, skamów, więc tutaj skupiamy się, żeby to, co my, jakby dane, które dajemy naszym użytkownikom, są naprawdę jakby zweryfikowane i później będziemy rozbudowywać to do prawdopodobnie około 10-20 tysięcy kont, które będziemy aktywnie właśnie na bieżąco uzupełniać.
Pytanie, które na pewno padnie w komentarzach, więc ja je zadam. Czy będziecie mieli swój token, czy już są jakieś plany, czy będziecie robić airdropa, to jest coś, co ludzi interesuje, być może wynagradzać osoby, które już na przykład po tym materiale zaczną gdzieś tam korzystać z waszego produktu?
Dobre pytanie. Dam może mało satysfakcjonującą odpowiedź. Mamy w tej chwili token, który wypuściliśmy, ale nie promujemy go w tej chwili za dużo. To jest pierwszy event, na którym się pojawiliśmy.
Na Solanie?
On jest na Solanie, tak? To jest pierwszy event, na którym się pojawiliśmy i mówimy ludziom, żeby ściągnąć naszą aplikację, używać, dać nam feedback, co się podoba, czego brakuje, co powinniśmy tutaj uzupełnić. Mamy jeszcze bardzo dużo dewelopowania, które robimy i przygotowujemy. I na razie chcemy, żeby na tym tokenie jakby różne spekulacyjne tutaj skoki się uspokoiły. Chcemy mieć konkretny plan na to, jak będzie ten token właśnie wspierał nasze AI, bo na razie, tak jak mówię, wypuszczamy to za darmo, chcemy, żeby ludzie używali, zrozumieli, co to jest i jak tego można używać, a później będziemy decydować, czy posiadanie tokena pozwala na zadawanie więcej liczby pytań w ciągu dnia, może będą jakby płatne dodatkowe funkcje specjalne w naszym systemie, więc to nie ma jeszcze na to planu.
Będzie rozwijał się produkt i wraz z rozwojem produktu
będziemy
przyjdzie utility.
Komunikować, jakie są te utility, dlatego na razie nie promujemy tego tokenu aż tak bardzo. Jak to będzie konkretnie uzasadnione, to wtedy będzie.
Teraz będzie trudniej. Chatoshi i browser. I teraz powiem tak. My na rynku tu jako kryptoekipa to praktycznie razem działamy od 2019. Ja jestem też trochę dłużej, gdzieś tam od tego 17 roku. Pamiętam Brave'a. Mega w ogóle dał zarobić, ale to, co mi się podobało, rzeczywiście człowiek chciał tego używać, bo to była przeglądarka, oparto był właśnie token, BAT, który poszedł bardzo fajnie. Później w kolejnych latach szukałem projektów, które dostarczą przeglądarkę, no bo lepiej używać czegoś, co jest z krypto. Gdzieś tam Opera próbowała, Carbon Browser się pojawił, więc też gdzieś tam słabo to wyglądało. Na jakim to jest etapie i jaki tu jest na to właśnie pomysł i być może właśnie tutaj pod tą przeglądarkę też jest dobry case, żeby pomyśleć coś o tokenie.
Tak, więc powiedziałem już właśnie, na jakim poziomie zaawansowania jest ten AI Search. Z kolei co do przeglądarki, powiedziałbym, że jest jeszcze jakby o krok wcześniej. Przeglądarka jest w teorii dostępna i ona ma dobrą integrację z tym naszym AI, gdzie ona jest łatwo dostępna. Plan jest taki, że oczywiście wspiera wszystkie funkcje Web3, ale też pozwala na właśnie dodatkowe pluginy, dodatkową jakby modyfikację tych różnych okien dla wielu osób, które interesują się tradingiem, powiedziałbym. cieszę się, że o tym wspominasz. Mamy, powiedzmy, też grono ludzi, które współpracowały z Brave'em wcześniej, bo uważamy, że to był rzeczywiście dobry produkt.
To w Polsce bardzo dużo osób używało, to był taki czas, kiedy rzeczywiście jak ktoś był w krypto, to Brave'a znał. Więc
tak,
no...
więc właśnie główną współpracę, to jest zresztą na dole u nas w Crossroadzie, pan był James Ryan, o ile dobrze powiem, który właśnie pracował przez długi czas z Brave'em, więc też z nami w tej chwili współpracuje, żeby stworzyć tę przeglądarkę i tak jak mówię, jakby ja skupiam się przede wszystkim na budowie AI Searchu i to jest jakby moja specjalizacja. Niezależnie nasz team AI-owy współpracuje z teamem Web3, oni są bardziej odpowiedzialni za przeglądarkę, więc tutaj trudno mi mówić, jaki konkretnie jest roadmap i nie chcę tutaj dawać jakichś zobowiązań.
Super. Piotr, dziękuję bardzo. Myślę, że fajnie, że nowe projekty się pojawiają. Fajnie, że jest Polak na pokładzie, bo mogłem nagrać pierwszy swój wywiad, także było bardzo miło. Dzięki serdecznie.
Dzięki.
Hello, hello. Another interesting conversation. We're still on Crossroad Solana in Istanbul. With me is a chop from Pyth.
Thank you for having
Many
me.
Polish people staking Pyth.
Yes.
And yes, we know about the airdrop. What is the plan for Pyth? We met in Solana. That will be the chain what you will be now the main one, or?
No, Pyth provides data to 100 plus different chains.
100 plus.
Over 100 different blockchains. If you can name a blockchain, Pyth probably provides data for it.
Oh my goodness, to be honest, I don't really even name half of them.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, what is the plan for Pyth? You know, the Oracle, that it's a really important one. Because a lot of people, how I said before, in Poland stake the Pyth. Do we know if Pyth cooperate with some project? Maybe they will do some airdrops?
Maybe. We have done some in the past with other partner projects. In future, I can't say though. It's a secret. It
alpha
depends.
this time, guys.
We have a community rewards program that runs continually all of the time, and people who participate in the community do receive a Pyth airdrop more or less every month. So for participating in community events and rewards. So if anybody's interested, they can jump in the Pyth Discord and figure out how to contribute in the community, and they can get stuff like that.
Nice one. We talk about your journey, and that is really interesting because it's a Pyth have office in all world.
Yeah.
And you journey from Australia, not from Portuguese. How this work? How you have the areas, or?
The team is very decentralized. We have people working from all over the world, and we have our home base in Portugal, but everybody works from all around the world, so it's really nice.
And what plan for Pyth in the future?
To continue growing, to provide much more data to many more chains, and increase our price feed offering as much as possible. So to get the price of everything on chain. So anything that you can think of that should be on chain and should be used as a price feed, that's our goal, to get that on there and increase our coverage in the DeFi area as much as possible.
If the project on the beginning on his way and they need to choose the Oracle, why Pyth not Chainlink?
Because Pyth is most likely available on the chain, and Chainlink is only available on a handful of chains. We're also much faster and more reliable. Much faster. And we have a much wider range of price feeds available in comparison to Chainlink. We have over 1,400 different feeds for different assets, which is a lot bigger than what Chainlink is able to offer.
And
what price will be on the enter the
Oh, I wish I knew.
Many people ask.
Yeah, all the time. I wish I knew. I wouldn't be here if I knew. I would be retired already.
Yeah, but Solana Crossroads, it's your first one?
Yes, this is the first Solana Crossroads that I've been to. It was great fun. It was very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Heaps of people.
They so friendly, and they everyone talking with everyone.
Yeah.
And many people it's here. How you think? How many people it's on that event?
2,000 maybe. I'm not sure. It's very busy. Busier than I expected it to be. I think this is I've heard many good things about the event. Everybody seems to be really enjoying themselves.
Yeah, because I spoke with someone and that man said the last year was less project, less people, and that edition is so good. And yeah, and when we was few times in exhibition area, always your booth, it's really busy.
Yeah, yeah, it has been very busy. Lots of questions, lots of people coming to see what Pyth is about.
Only the rest time when they give the food to people.
Yeah, exactly.
The area was so empty, and that's we have a chance to catch you and do that conversation. Do you know how long that will be prices for the staker of Pyth?
I'm not quite sure I understand what you mean.
Because when someone stake the Pyth,
yes,
you get reward.
Yes, in Oracle,
and the one it's governance, and second one I don't know.
OIS, Oracle Integrity Staking, OIS for staking rewards, correct? Yeah.
And that will be permanent, or is there some time frame to have that?
It will be ongoing. It's not gonna disappear anytime soon. Yeah.
Okay.
OIS will be around for a long time. Yeah.
That's me now. It's bottom. You need to buy. No, I'm joking. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Kilka scen mamy do pokazania, także to jest network stage, także tutaj małe prelekcje i to jest ta najmniejsza sala. Tak naprawdę zaraz będziemy zaczynać prelekcję i zaraz pokażemy Wam, jak to wygląda, jeżeli chodzi o te większe sceny. Tu jest rejestracja, też wszystko fajnie zrobione. Jeżeli chodzi o reklamę wizualną, to bardzo dużo LEDów, wszystko oczywiście w fioletach, a więc ten kolor, który gdzieś tam dominuje już od jakiegoś czasu na Solana Crossroads. Także co, lecimy, zaczynamy i zobaczymy, co tam ciekawego na dole. Kilka stoisk też pokażemy, zapraszamy. A Tobie kiedyś płynności na Wstęp Finance nie zabrali? To nie Tobie? To jest, słuchajcie, główny hall, więc tak to wygląda. No, tak to wygląda. Kast, Seeker, w ogóle nie wiem, czy widzieliście. Można już obejrzeć telefon. Wiele osób w ogóle mówiło, że ten telefon nie wyjdzie. Hello, morning. Hello. Także tak to, słuchajcie, wygląda. Kto zamówił, to okres oczekiwania latem, także już niedługo. No ale wygląda jak najbardziej ok, logo Solanki. Także robota jest robiona. Chcieliśmy z chłopakami wywiad nagrać, ale mówią, że na razie wywiadów nie dają. Dopiero chyba w Stanach, tak? Na konferencji gdzieś tam będzie można zobaczyć pierwsze rzeczy. Także tak to wygląda. Jest Huma, to tutaj będziemy robić wywiad. Robert gadżety już łowi, skubaniec. O, jest logo Jupitera. Tu jest strefa wystawców, ale zobaczcie, jakie tu są LEDowe, wielkie te, więc dużo bardzo jest w LEDzie zrobione, dużo takich ekranów, także robi to robotę. Tu jest main stage, a więc też potem zajdziemy, jak zaczną się prelekcje. Hello. Także tak to, słuchajcie, wygląda, no ale co, robotę robi czy nie? No powiem Wam, gdzieś tam też z tych filmów, z konferencji, no to chyba, jeżeli chodzi o tą reklamę wizualną, to naprawdę jedna z lepszych akcji, jakie widziałem. Tak, tu statkiem można popływać. Tutaj mamy scenę dla deweloperów, więc z laptopami też pracują. Sporo osób tak naprawdę siedzi tu cały dzień i praktycznie w ogóle nie wychodzi, więc tak to wygląda. No i tu jest main stage. Jest moc, jest moc. Dobrze to wygląda. To co, lecimy z prelekcją? Dlaczego Solana i dlaczego Jupiter? Tu kolega z dzwoneczkiem chodzi, albo woła na browara, albo na prelekcję. Jeszcze nie wiemy, ale zaraz się dowiemy. Tutaj każdy ma lunch, kawka, herbata. Pytanie, czy na VIP-ach coś mocniejszego? Nie wiem, czy Ty, Patryk, jakieś informacje masz? Mamy też specjalny media room, także te wywiady, które będziecie oglądać z projektami, a naprawdę kilka fajnych osób udało nam się złapać, to w specjalnym media roomie, także też myślę, że spoko takie rozwiązanie, że nie trzeba gdzieś tam szukać miejsca, tylko się rezerwuje czas i można jechać z tematem.
Hello, with me George from Step Finance.
Yes.
And we on Crossroad in Istanbul. the Step Finance, it's a really interesting thing because behind this is a lot of project.
Yes.
Crossroads, it's made by you, yeah?
Yes, correct.
And what else Step Finance is doing?
Yeah. So Step Finance, we actually call a group of companies. Because we have maybe 5 different brands at the moment. But we started in Solana. We were maybe the 3rd project on Solana. There was Radium, Serum, and then there was us. And we started as a portfolio dashboard. So that's still the core product. So Step Finance, maybe people know, is the portfolio dashboard. You connect your wallet and you see all the different staking or LPs or PERP protocol or DEX or whatever. You'll see all of that connected to your wallet. That's the core product. We sell data services there as well, different APIs. We also have Crossroads like this. So we do conferences. This is the 3rd Crossroads conference in Istanbul. We do it here because it's the crossroads to the world for 3,000 years. Asia, Europe, everywhere. And it's good for visas for people to come from around the world to come here, right? We have a presence in Turkey as well. We also do in-person events with, we call All Stars. So All Stars is another one of our brands. We have 10,500 people every month in 6 different countries going to our events, over 100 events a month. So this is the biggest crypto events organization anywhere in the world. And what people are doing is it's education. So we have, some people are sponsors to this, and they will learn about using crypto products. So maybe it's a wallet like Solflare. They'll learn how to make their first wallet, or they'll learn how to stake on Solana. But it's focused on education. So that's growing very well, and we're very excited for that. We also have Solana Floor as well, who's been managing a lot of this conference. Solana Floor is one of the biggest media companies in Solana as well, and we acquired them a few years ago. So we do videos and we do written content as well. And then we recently acquired another company called Remora, and Remora is doing tokenized stocks on chain, hopefully launching soon. So all of these brands are all part of the Step group, and they do things which are good for overlap. They can overlap between them.
It's amazing because we talked with Maciej before, and we talk about the Step Finance. We recognize you from the previous cycle, the bull market.
Right.
And they need to be like one of the first project on Solana. But why Solana?
Well, we started on Solana because actually we didn't start as a portfolio dashboard. We started just as we started a hackathon actually, and it was like a DCA contract to buy coins. But the problem back then, this is 4 years ago now, is that there was no chain that you could make a transaction to buy like the top 20 coins on chain in a contract that was cheap enough to be able to do it. Ethereum was very expensive. There wasn't a million L2s like there is now. There was only like 1 or 2. But Solana had tokenized all of these different Bitcoin and Ethereum and all these things, and it cost like nothing to do. So we initially started on Solana because it was fast and cheap. And that's still true today. It's still fast, it's still cheap. In fact, it's faster and in all different ways. But we focused on Solana because also this is where we think crypto needs to be. I've been in crypto for 15 years. I was one of the first Bitcoin miners. I've seen a lot of stuff.
Sorry, I need to stop that. Maybe you know the Satoshi Nakamoto because it's 15 years. Maybe you involved in.
I was on Bitcoin Talk when Satoshi was still around. So Bitcoin Talk was the first website for crypto. And there was maybe 100 of us on the forums then. I was in the first batch of FPGAs. I was also in the first batch of ASICs. I used to mine with GPUs that I bought off eBay, and that's how I made money as a student. This is when there was only one website in the world that knew Bitcoin. And then in 2014, I started the first remittance company, and I did that for 6 years. So literally invented crypto remittances, and that was in Hong Kong. So that was, I've done a lot of things in crypto, I know it, but the problem is we need to build a financial system for everyone. That's what Satoshi said originally. That's what we need, is we need one open, transparent financial system that relies on mathematics and not humans. Humans have problems, as we know. So we need a financial system based on mathematics. So
anything that we can do, and I think Solana is the best way for us to do that, because with Solana you can build a financial system. Bitcoin, you can build a store of value, whereas Solana, you can build lending, and you can build payments, and you can build store of value, and you can build tokens, and you can do all of these things that is needed for a financial system, which is actually more important than just a store of value. Store of value is one element, whereas a financial system is everything.
Okay, thank you. I will be back to Step Finance, because for me, if something has finance in the name, that in the crypto, for me, it's more like DeFi, but you said it's a like portfolio dashboard.
Correct.
But you can do the DCA on Step Finance, or what else you can do? Just check the portfolio?
Yeah, so our portfolio connects to all of the different projects in Solana, basically. And that means all the DeFi protocols. So that means that if you have a position in one protocol, you'll be able to see it on Step, on the dashboard.
It's really similar what Jupiter made months ago or two. When you connect your wallet, you see all your staking and stuff like this.
They acquired our competitor. That's why. Yeah. But we were bigger and more important than them, and we still are. But similar thing, right? Is you have a portfolio and you can see all of the different stuff. So you can't execute transactions on those platforms on Step, but you can see your positions, and also you can get transaction history, which also is very difficult. If you go to a block explorer and you look at your wallet, it doesn't tell you much. It just shows you a transaction ID, blah, 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 blah. And that doesn't tell you that this was a staking transaction or this was repaying a loan. Whereas Step, we can tell you this transaction on April the 3rd was you repaying a loan on that wallet.
Okay. And that is the third crossroad in Istanbul.
Correct.
That was any before Istanbul, or?
No. So we've done 3 in Istanbul. And yeah, this is the 3rd one, and a nice place, you know, bigger event, bigger venue, more stages.
Yeah, the venue is amazing, honest. You will see that on the movie. And what plans is for Step Finance? Because you're covering so much market.
Yeah. For us, we have all of these different brands, and we need to scale each one. So what we care about is more users for our platform. So that's the important thing for us. More users, whether it's using the media, whether it's Step Finance, the platform itself, whether it's our events, All Stars. We just want more users. And that means that we have to do more events, we have to do more Crossroads, we have to grow what we're doing on the Step dashboard as well.
Okay, thank you very much, and hope so. See you next year in Istanbul.
Thank you so much. Come on down.
Thank you. Hello again, Ivan from Nomadz.
Right.
Yeah, now it's right. We in the Crossroad. New project, especially for me. I first time saw your project. Can you tell a few words what you're doing?
Sure. Nomadz is a community-driven platform for travelers. We basically aggregate bookings from 320 platforms and allow users to pay with crypto and get rewarded. We have different gamification opportunities for users, like badges, XP, Nomad ID, luck component, achievements that you can claim in our platform, level up, and get additional perks. Later on, there will be loot boxes, like suitcases that you can get if you are lucky, and open them or sell them on the secondary market. So basically, we are gamifying travel experience in crypto.
That means I need to stop using Booking.com.
Yeah.
I can do that on your and will be more platform cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we did a research based on Q1. We are on 60+% cheaper than Booking.com because we get B2B deals from many providers, and sometimes the prices are cheaper. So our algorithm sees that the price is cheaper, and it shows you a cheaper option. So that's how, like, in DeFi aggregators work. They analyze and show you different options, and sometimes the difference can be huge. It can be like 20, 30, 50% cheaper. We cannot promise that all the time it will be cheaper, so you can compare, but we can promise that we give you some rewards, and you become a part of community on Solana.
Yeah, we talked before the recording about how long you on the market, because there was some changing in the project.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about this?
Yeah, initially we built a platform similar to Airbnb, where we have hosts and we have guests. So we need to onboard hosts and then bring guests. Of course, it's quite complicated. It takes a lot of time and money to bring hosts on board and get license to be a property manager in every new country. So we decided to switch from this model in September previous year during the Founders Villa, which was the acceleration program in Dubai organized by Super Team UAE, where we pivoted from rent space to Nomadz, which is the aggregator basically. And since then we were adding new partners through their APIs. We started with one partner, RateHawk, then added another one, and then we realized there is a huge opportunity to aggregate more different platforms and be like unique. So now we have 2.6 million unique bookings available. So we can provide you access to hotels, to apartments, to villas, to castles, even different types of properties worldwide in more than 120 countries.
Probably after another bull market, the villas and castle will be more taken. But how long you working on the application? Because we talked before and is still some bugs. You have the some program to someone when they catch the bug can contact you and tell about this?
Yeah, we have a super active community on Telegram. We have followers on X who already registered. We got 800 plus users in one day. So we launched yesterday here.
And
on the
one of
stage.
them is me.
Yeah, so we are super new. Yesterday we fixed 30 bugs that were reported during the day, and still there will be many new because we fix the bugs, do a deployment, and then we see if the bug is working, and maybe there is a new bug because something was changing. And our code is huge. It's around 2,000 lines of code right now. So you can imagine, guys, it's a lot of work to find everything, to fix everything, but my team is working hard every day. We have a team in Kyiv who is building, CTO, 2 developers, product manager, designer, and we have a growth team who traveled here with me, 6 people, bringing partners, users, growing our community. We also are backed by Solana Foundation, our main investor. We got support from Super Team, Metaplex, Kumeka Team, which is Ukrainian hub. I also know that recently in Poland, Super Team was launched. Congratulations! Finally, you have a proper Solana community setup.
Say hello to Cornel and Wojtas, yeah?
Yeah, actually, congratulations. I know the guys, and I follow on X the work that they're doing. Really, really great.
That right now will be the most interesting question for people who watching this. Are you plan any airdrop to using? Because Polish people love the airdrops,
yeah.
And they always, if they heard word airdrop, they always on the first stage.
Yeah, I understand. So as of now, we cannot say yes, but I'm not saying no. So it's maybe. From the legal standpoint, I cannot promise anything right now.
Because it's the regulation.
Regulation part. But I cannot also decline that something might happen, and of course people can farm XP, they get some NFTs, some rewards, some discounts for the tickets, etc. But our product, it's more like connected to the real world. So we plan not just to give you some potential benefits in the future, maybe someday, somehow we will do something, but we plan to give you something right now, which means discounted rates for hotels, for your travels. Later it will be airplanes. Next quarter we will launch flights aggregator. So you will have like all-in-one platform, booking everything there without any extra fees for paying in stable coins. So we don't have off-ramp fee. Usually I personally off-ramp, it's from 1% to 2% for every transaction. I wait to get this old school money into my bank account, so it's not really fast. In our case, you just pay in crypto, we do this off-ramp for you, one-to-one. And of course, we plan to give you some additional rewards. It's XP, NFTs, so there will be a lot of suitcases. So basically, it's like a lottery. If you level up, you are lucky.
You cannot have that suitcase because you always lucky in the lottery. I'm talking to Maciej now.
Yeah, and you can get different types of suitcases, from common, like a basic one, to legendary. So we have 5 types of suitcases. You will claim them, you will sell them on the secondary market, on Magic Eden or another platform, and get your money. Or you can hold them and wait when the claim will be available. You will open them, basically, and get some other rewards. So we will have this gamification layer, not just travel, but make it rewarding, make it crypto-friendly for community, and also organize events. So we are interested to work with people like yourself who already have community to organize wellness-focused events. So we did Solana Temple, if you heard. It was wellness retreat in Bali with 28 days, 104 people joined us for 1 month, basically, and did a lot of practices, sports, yoga, meditation, business growth workshops.
Yoga for you.
With Cudis?
Yeah, with Cudis we did it. We did it with Cudis, Solana Foundation, and other sponsors. So we can do like hiking, we can do running, ping pong competitions, some other stuff worldwide. So that's how we bring community together to do something cool together, not just to drink beer and have some fun. It's also good.
Yeah, that can be the competition to drink, maybe not beer.
Yeah, it's maybe fresh juice.
Or more percentage one. Okay. Because we in Crossroads, I need to ask, why Solana?
Yeah, there are many reasons. I think Solana is the most ready chain for consumers. So it's cheap, it's fast, it has community users on board. So if you launch on other chain that has 10 or 20,000 daily active users, you can potentially have a small portion of it, which will not give your product, like myself, a consumer product, enough users to have this product market fit, and then scale maybe to other chains and become a bigger kind of product. But as of now, Solana has these users. So based on state of crypto, maybe you know the report that A16Z does every year. In a previous year, we had 3.9% of global internet users who are in crypto already hold something, use something, and from them 30% are using Solana. So you can say that 1% of world population already use Solana, which is huge. And Solana has huge activity on chain, huge amount of growth of developers, funding rounds. The majority of successful token launches are also on Solana. If we don't take layer ones that were launched like on Binance and some other major platforms, the majority of successful launches like Sonic, I think, was launched quite successfully this year on Solana. D-Bank previous year, quite high FDV like valuation. So there are a lot of potential, a lot of activity, a lot of growth, great community, a lot of events and support from the foundation. From the players in the market that we get. It's nothing like on other chains, nothing similar. Like it's a lot of help from marketing standpoint, capital standpoint. We got funding, and we are happy to be a part of this community as well.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. We will be check how you're growing and try help.
Sure, thank you.
Thank you.
Jak on ma zarabiać pieniądze na krypto, pod loda nie potrafi złapać?
Hello, Erbil.
Nice to meet you.
Erbil is from Huma Finance, and we will be talking about that project. Can you tell us how long is Huma Finance on the market right now?
Huma launched about a year and a half ago as an EVM protocol. And just about 2 weeks ago, we rebuilt Huma for Solana. So Huma 2.0 launched on Solana 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and because we on Crossroads, and some of the projects have big announcement, and we know Huma hit some mile point or mile points.
Yeah.
That was yesterday,
That's right. That's yesterday. So after we launched Huma 2.0 on Solana 2 weeks ago, we 6x'd our user base. So our user base grew sixfold, and then we just hit $4 billion in transactions. Actually, today it's already $4.1 billion. So it's
wow, that's amazing.
Growing faster than we thought it would be.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Crazy. Now, next my question was why Solana, but I can understand now. But why you choose Solana? Why you go from EVM to?
Great question. So I come from the EVM ecosystem. So 2014, I was a mentor at the Thiel Fellowship where Vitalik came over to build Ethereum. So I had the chance and honor to be there when, Vitalik was building the first version of Ethereum. And that's what I knew. I was very familiar with it. And when we decided to build Huma, we went to ETH Denver, the hackathon, and myself and my co-founders, we said, okay, let's just build a very simple version of this, just as a prototype. And because I knew EVM, it would be very easy for us to just build something. And we became the DeFi track winners. So the Ethereum ecosystem embraced us as one of the most important projects and protocols. But we also realized over time that Ethereum and the EVM ecosystem became more and more fragmented. And the stablecoin liquidity became more fragmented, and the ecosystem more fragmented. And we met the Solana Foundation about a year ago in Hong Kong, and they told us they're making a big push into PayFi. And PayFi is payment finance using stablecoins and blockchains to move money around the world for so many different use cases. They said, we're pushing into PayFi, we're pushing Solana Pay, we're bringing so many more payment use cases, and you guys are the the best PayFi protocol over there. You guys have to build on Solana. We'll do everything we can to support. Our ecosystem is amazing. We have so many active users. We have the fastest growing stablecoin liquidity. You're not going to be sorry, doing this. And we had a huge debate, in the team with my co-founders, because it's a very important decision, right? It will take a lot of time. And to be honest, the amount of support we have seen from the foundation and from projects like Jupiter, Camino, like helping us like really plug in the right way into Solana and help us build something that would take a year in just like 2-3 months. And after the launch, seeing the numbers, it's all worth it.
Yeah, we know about Pyth. We know about the $4 billion. And it's amazing. What can we do on Huma Finance, on your app? What's going on over there? Because I read something about good yield.
Yes, good yield. So Huma Finance has a couple of different components. So let me break it down for you. First and foremost, it's the first PayFi network. So it's actually an element in the infrastructure of providing, payment solutions to different payment institutions in the world. So we have companies who deal with remittances. We have companies who do cross-border payments, B2B payments, card payments, and all of those companies utilize our network, our infrastructure, to be able to easily, move money using stablecoin liquidity on chain. So that's our institutional part. That's our kind of like infrastructure part. And on the other hand, we used to push this yield, the revenue we're making from this, payment flows and the companies to institutions. But with Solana and launch with Huma 2.0, we decided to make this yield accessible to anybody.
Yeah.
So our dApp is now permissionless. It's fully DeFi composable. If you put USDC deposits to help these companies move money around the world, you're making back the yield in stable coins. You get about 10.5% yield on USDC, plus you get Huma Feathers, which is the Huma points for our airdrop, and we have 2 mods. So we have the classic mod, which is only USDC yield plus some feathers, and that's what we thought people would prefer the most because the yield is pretty good, right? It's compared to Aave yield, Istana yield, and other yield is very, very good. And then we had the other mod, which is MEXC mod, because a lot of our community members told us, we don't want the USDC yields, give us so many more feathers, because they're so bullish on the airdrops. And we thought it's probably 10%, 15% of the deposit will happen with MEXC mod. When we launched, we saw 70% of the deposits coming as MEXC mod, and only 30% is coming as classic mod. So we were happily surprised, and I know people are really bullish. So the yield is available, and that yield token you get by depositing money, PST, PayFi Strategy Token. You can use it in Jupiter. You can just swap it to anything you want. You can use it in Camino. You can borrow against it in USDC, loop the yield, and soon we'll launch with RateX, a PTYT split. It's like Pendle strategy. And you can do leverage deal strategies basically using that. So it's available in every shape and form.
You said one word, what really Polish people like, airdrop. The airdrop was already, or the people can now try to do something to get the airdrop?
Yes, so our airdrops are going to happen as the protocol launches its native token, hopefully very soon. And hopefully very soon. And right now, the way to access the feathers is any depositor on Classic or MEXC. They will see exactly the multiplier of feathers they will get, and those feathers will turn into airdrops at the end. So people can make a decision, do I want Classic or MEXC? Or they can also make a decision, do I want to lock up my liquidity for no time, 3 months, 6 months? And depending on that, they get different multipliers. And for a promotional amount of time, when we launch, we did up to 25x multiplier. It will obviously, go down because that was promotional, but it's not going to go down too much. So there's still, time, to get those feathers.
Okay, that we know the launch will be hopefully soon. Any more plans for Huma Finance?
So definitely, this is what people like to hear about, the airdrops, and we're working with the Jupiter team.
Yeah.
Because Jupiter is planning to launch their Launchpad 2.0. So Jupiter, being the largest Solana project, they're going to launch their Launchpad 2.0, and they really want us to be the first project to launch on the Jupiter Launchpad. So we're actively working with them. There's going to be some DAO proposals, I believe, that the Jupiter community is going to vote on this, and if the vote goes through, hopefully that's going to happen. So that's something we're so excited about. On the other hand, for us, it's all about building real use cases, real businesses, and real revenue. Because if you're not focused on that, there's no real yield, and we can't sustain the yield. So 80% of our focus goes back into finding more payment institutions, finding large payment players, and making sure they're able to onboard to the PayFi network, and bring that demand and bring that usability on chain, so that we can grow the utilization of stable coins, for cross-border payments, for card payments, for any kind of payments that basically needs a different type of rail and a better money than the fiat money.
Okay, that it's good to know, because we staking Jupiter and we voting every single...
You might be lucky, my friend.
And we voting for every single one. When we see the Huma Finance, that means it's coming really, really soon.
Yes, that might be the case. Yes.
Okay. Okay, I think that's it.
Awesome.
Thank you for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
Robert, masz 20 lir?
Jak?
Zajebiste, ale słuchaj, przydałoby się pić.